Hi everyone. So this is the second video for making this beautiful heel here. So in the first video, what we did was we checked the increase of this entire backside of the leg. So, and in the previous video I said that I will complete the entire increase and then come back to show you how we decrease it, or say more like a heel flap we can say. Okay, so I am at the last round of this increase. So the last round of this increase, we knit the pattern in the front. Okay, whatever it is, just follow the pattern. For the back, again, follow the pattern. This is the medium size. If you're knitting the large size, the repeat will be different. And I have ripped off this round ones, so there will be lots of stitch facing different, the leg facing different size, so please ignore that. So the back side says knit one white, one color 17 times. Okay, so 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16, and then 17. The stitch marker here marks the center of the back side of the socks. Okay, and then once we have here, then we have to do a slip knit with the white color. Okay, slip knit, okay, and then knit one with the colored yarn. Okay, and then we are going to turn the work. Okay, and then this is the end of the increase. So now we are going to do the heel turn. Okay, so for heel turn row 1, we are on the wrong side. We are going to slip the first stitch as if to purl, drop on the top of the white stitch, a white yarn, pick up the white yarn. This is just to tug this white yarn, and we are going to do a P1 white, P2, P1 colored yarn. We are going to do this 4 times. Okay, that was 1, then 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so you can ignore when I was changing the leg of the stitch. Okay, because as I said, I had to rib off once, that's why all the stitch orientations are different. Okay, after doing 4 times, I'm going to do a purl 2 together with the white yarn, and then P1 with the colored yarn. Turn the work. We are at heel turn row number 2. Okay, slip the first stitch knitwise. Okay, so and then drop it on top of the white yarn. Then we are going to do knit 1 with the white, then colored yarn, going to do 4 times, 2, 3, and 4. Then knit with white. We are going to do a SSK So in this rows we are going to decrease all the stitches which we increase in the previous hill knitting, okay, and then knit one. So you can see all my stitch are twisted, okay. Then hill turn row number 3, okay, turn the work, slip the first one purlwise, okay, drop it on the top of the colored yarn, and then P1 K1 5 times. Three, four, five, and then P2 together. Again, ignore my changing of the stitch side, okay, and then P1. Turn the work. We are at hill turn row number 4. Slip the first stitch as if to knit, and then knit one with the colored yarn, knit one with the white yarn. This we are going to do 5 times. 2, 3, 4, 5. Knit one, then SSK with the white, and then knit one. Turn the work. We are at row number 5 of the hill turn, okay, slip the first purlwise, and then P1 K1 6 times. Okay, you can hold the yarn however you want it. Okay, so 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Then P2 together. P1. Turn the work. You can already see a little bit of heel turning here, okay, so this is how it's going to be. So we have to decrease all the increased stitch here and knit till here, okay, so that's why we are doing this turning and knitting and then decreasing it, okay. Then we are on row number 6. Slip one knitwise, then knit one, okay, then this we have to do 6 times, okay. So it was 1 or 2, because I was holding my yarn on the left side, that's why the stitch leg orientation is different, okay. if you are going to knit like this, it's not going to be, the leg orientation will not be different. Okay, and also you don't need to count, you know, where you have to do this SSK or P2 together, because you will always see the gap where we did it in the previous row. Okay, so here we did it. You can see the gap here, big gap. So just do the SSK. And then with the white yarn, knit one. Turn the work, heel row 7, slip first stitch purlwise, drop it on the top, and then we are going to do a P1 with the colored yarn, P1 with the white, 7 times. That was 1, then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, P2 together, then P1, turn the work. We are at heel turn row number 8. Slip the first stitch as if to knit. Then we are going to do knit 1, K1 7 times. Okay, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, then K1, SSK, K1, turn the work, then heel turn row 9, slip the first stitch as if to purl, and then we are going to do P1 P1 8 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, P2 together, P1, turn the work. We are at heel turn row 10. Okay, so row 10, slip the first stitch as if to knit, drop it on the top, and then knit 1 with the white, knit 1 with color yarn, and then this 8 times. Okay, so that was first, second, third, fourth, 5, 6, 7, and then 8. Okay, K1, SSK, K1, turn the work. We are at hill turn row row 11, sorry. I'm also just editing a little bit. So we are at 11. Okay, where is it? 11. So the first stitch is slip on purlwise, drop on the top, P1 with the colored yarn, P1 with the white yarn, and this we are going to do 9 times. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, then P2 together, then P1, turn the work. So you can see it's already looking very nice hill turn. We are at hill turn row 12. Okay, slip 1 knitwise, drop on top, knit 1 with the red with the colored or variegated, then knit 1 with the white. This we are going to repeat 9 times. So second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, 8, and then 9. Okay, and K1, SSK, then K1, turn the work. We are on hill turn row 13. Slip the first one as if to purl or purlwise, knit 1 with white, then knit 1 with the colored yarn 10 times. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, P2 together, I think this stitch got entirely splitted. Okay, P2 together and then P1, turn the work. So we are on row number 14. Okay, so slip the first stitch as if to knit, drop on the top, knit one, and then knit one. This we have to do 10 times. Okay, so that was first. Second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, 7, 8, 9, 10, K1, SSK, and then K1, turn the work, row number 15, slip the first one as if to purl or purlwise, and this we have to do 11 times. Okay, and then we will do P2 together, and then P1, turn the work, okay, first stitch we are at row number 16, knitwise, then we are going to do knit one, then knit one 11 times. Okay, that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, K1, then we're going to do SSK again, K1, turn the work. Now we are at row 17, slip the first stitch as if to purl or purlwise, P1, and then P1. This we are going to do 12 times. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12, then P2 together, P1, turn the work. We are at heel row, heel turn row 18. Okay, so 18, slip 1, knitwise, drop on top of the white yarn, and then knit 1, P1, repeat this 12 times. Okay, then K1, and then I'm going to do SSK. And then knit 1, turn the work. We are at row number 19, heel turn row 19. We are almost at the end. You know, yesterday I also made another video which kind of I did a wrong counting, so I need to redo it in the entire thing. That's why you can see all some of the stitch leg orientation is gone haywire. Okay, so this we have to do 13 times. I'm not going to count because I know where I have to do the decrease. And once you start knitting this pattern, you will also know, because it's pretty defined. It's not like you're going to miss it. But I would say that the first heel, I think you should count while knitting. I think I'm hungry. Instead of knitting, I was saying eating. Okay. Okay, and then P2 together. Then P1. Then heel turn row 20. You can already see that. See, it's a beautiful heel turn. It's a long heel turn and it fits very, very nice. So I'm going to do this 13 times. Again, I'm not going to count. You can just follow the pattern. This pattern will not be published for quite some time. If you are watching later in the year, the pattern is already available on Ravelry. This is part of our sock along pattern, and I'm publishing this video now for my testers, you know, to get help on the visual tutorial. Okay, turn work. we are at row 21. See? Just have to make sure that you're knitting the stitch using the same color yarn. Okay. Okay, and then P2 together. P1. Turn the work. We are at row number 22. Slip the first stitch, knit bias. Then we are going to repeat this 14 times. And then knit one, turn the work, row number 23. Okay, slip the first stitch as if to purl, and then we are going to do P1 again. If this is too boring to watch, you can just skip till the last, because in the last row I wanted to show you something which because in the last row we don't need the last stitch, and the last stitch is moved to the front needle or in the front of the foot, like in the instep, and then decrease later. Okay, so where are we now? Okay, I think here slip on knitwise. No, okay, see, the moment if I'm not concentrating or just talking, I can make a mistake. Okay, so too much of dropping. So it's Friday evening and I'm already tired from a long day. So slip on knitwise, then I'm going to knit until the decrease, last decrease. Okay, SSK, then the last stitch, knit one, turn the work. We are at row number 25. No, okay, yeah, 25, sorry. Okay, so slip the first stitch as of the pearl, then it is the same pattern, just knit the knit with the same stitch color. It's not as difficult in knitting as in making videos. I think while creating videos it's a bit tedious because you're not usually knitting in your usual way of knitting. Like, I like the knitting project closer to me, but when you are filming you have to move it away from your body, which makes it a little not so easy to knit. And too much of twisting is twisting my yarn, but we are at the end, so let me just try to manage to complete it. Okay, P2 together and then P1. Perfect. We are at the last heel turn row, which is row number 26 on the wrong side. Okay, so here we slip the first stitch as if to knit, drop it on the top, same, and then let me just correct this. Okay, knit one, and then we are going to till the last one stitch. Okay, so Okay, that's it. So the pattern says don't knit the last stitch. Okay, so this stitch we are not going to knit, and rather we are going to push it to the front. Okay, so let's say we are pushing to the front of the work like this. Okay, so we just don't knit the last stitch and then push it to the front, and then so we completed knitting the heel. So you can see the heel is beautiful, and we are going to knit the foot. So for example, this is the foot round, first round. Okay, so the first round we are going to knit these two stitches together, the one which is passed on from the last heel row, number 26. Okay, so we are going to knit these stitches together, so decrease that, and then let's say we are just knitting this heel row one, foot row one, because I wanted to capture because we have one more extra stitch, so which we need to decrease in this first row of the foot. This is what I wanted to capture in this video. You can skip all the previous ones if you find it too boring to just watch the same knitting. Okay, so here these two stitches, okay, let's bring this to the front. Okay, the last stitch from the heel knitting to the front again, because we are going to knit these two stitches again together. Okay, I need to bring it to the front, not to the back. Okay, so the last stitch from the heel again we are bringing it in the front. Okay, and then we are going to knit these two stitches together, or we can do a SSK. Let's do SSK. Okay, I think in my pattern I will write it as SSK. Okay, so that ways we decrease the two extra stitches after knitting the heel. So that's it. So this is it, pretty easy. And the sole of the socks is just a color work like this, 1:1. The front looks very beautiful, so it's like a beautiful leaf here. Okay, so that's it, and I hope you will enjoy watching this video and making this beautiful socks pattern. The heel is very nice. I think I'm going to use this heel some more time. And one more thing, this pattern is not very stretchy, so I always suggest knit something which is a size bigger than your size, or go up the needle size for knitting this pattern. Okay, bye bye, have a good day, bye.